If you've heard of the Black Adam Punjabi Jason Voorhees muscle workout DVD, then you won't like what I found this Tuesday the 17th. Wink wink. I had just come out of a Cineplex Odeon theater after watching Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, and I sat through the whole film waiting for that post-credits scene with Shrek and Gingy, which I found out was actually fake. Besides, I don't really stick around for the credits when I go to a cinema. To start you off, THX used to certify many of Pixar's films up until Cars, and most of those films' DVDs were adorned by text and a broken THX logo that he had to fix. I wasn't scared of the deep note because I didn't watch many THX certified films on DVD growing up, and that was because I was too young to watch most of those films like Pulp Fiction and Return of the Jedi. Now, as I'm 15 years old, THX is updating their technology, and they still own the character of Tex long after Pixar animated his first trailer. But that obviously didn't stop people from disrespecting the robot with their creepypasta stories or stuff like that. We walked into the van with my mother, and we went home from Cineplex knowing that the Forbidden Plumber film will come in April. When I came home, I found a cardboard box with the Amazon logo on it. My mother unwrapped it, and we found a lost THX text DVD called THX: The T-Man Strikes Again by Adam Kennington. Kennington. The cover consisted of text suspiciously adorning a hat. That's just another one of those fairy tales about this robot who only wanted to fix a broken THX sign but ended up being besmirched by diehard THX haters instead. He has been disrespected for years because no one can put up with him or his company, and he's been at this since 1996. But I knew I had to check out this latest dehumanization of the T-Man himself, just for the heck of it. I had a DVD player somewhere, so I took out the disc, put it into my DVD player, which was somehow connected to my PC, and then a menu came on as I was playing it with QuickTime. It showed Tex doing a Vanna White pose on the side of a rusty THX logo, which is also covered in spiky vines for some reason, and the background was made of evil Grinch faces. It looked like it was programmed in Turing. It gave me 3 options: play, quit like a coward, or bonus features for special people. I chose play, and guess what? It worked. I was instantly given a disclaimer written by those 2 ne'er-do-wells named Adam Kennington and Henry Bowers. It said, "This trailer was made to promote the release of Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Despite the film not being THX certified, get ready for the same stuff people write into other spin pastas like this over and over again. Warning, this may concomitantly contain content that is not suitable for the children to see. Viewer discretion is advised." It faded into a rusted THX logo again, but with some kind of twist to it. We hear the sound of an angry bull roaring, and then Peter Griffin laughing. All of a sudden, Count Von Count and Big Bird from Sesame Street, Peter Griffin from Family Guy, Wile E. Coyote, Giorno Giovanna, the Ragdoll from Ragdoll Productions, and of all people, Roman Polanski and Superman walked on screen.
"I think these rumors are spreading about this crazy red robot being a psychopath like always," said Big Bird.
"I smell 2 pints of blood! Guffawed the Count, little realizing that Tex was making the sound of the thunder to bait him, and that the Count would soon meet his vampire demise. Tex had years of experience exorcising people before he had a job at THX, and he soon flew down and fell to the floor with a thump. "You can't run from the T-Man," roared Tex as he said in all those other spin pastas, not giving a care in the world what his viewers think. In fact, the fat robot had a cabal of other ne'er-do-wells named Boris and Natasha, the Grinch, Darth Vader, 2 clones named Shex and Dex, and Oscar the Grouch, the last of whom didn't ask or want to be in this lazily written spin pasta. Tex came first as the good guys ran away. He decided to spew out flames from his non-existent mouth, turning Big Bird into a well-roasted 6-foot Thanksgiving dinner. Naturally, as in other spin pastas, there was so much gore everywhere, it looked like a hamburger helper attempt gone wrong. Unfortunately, the rest of his cabal of villains also ate Big Bird for dinner with Tex, as though it's Thanksgiving. thanking the Lord for the wonderful things they have in life, when all of a sudden, they thought of the ragdoll girl as their next target. They proceeded to take her onto the table, and guess what?
Why am I on this table?
Demanded Ragdoll.
You're the turkey!
Roared the T-Man.
What?
He decided to have the Grinch munch on Superman and tear him in half as Mr. Belansky ran away, because the good guys never prevail in these stories. The Grinch had crushed Superman's head.
No!
Said Superman.
This is so bad, I want to go home!
Wailed the Ragdoll. Tex decided to put on Wrong Side of Heaven by Five Fingers Death Punch, which, by the way, was written by an army soldier. And he and his gang jammed to the music, while Ragdoll was cooked alive like a tainted American flag. She screamed like a little girl as her stuffing turned black. Tex laughed maniacally, and also proceeded to have breakfast with the Grinch the next morning, which basically fits the villains I saw in Puss in Boots. He later found Pinocchio resting on a chair. He walked up to the Italian wood puppet and said, "My little Pinocchio, what do you want to have today?"
I feel terrible, said Pinocchio. You're just going around killing people because they're scared of THX.
I'll have to teach you about angles instead, like your Italian dish called pizza. Heck, I have some Italian heritage myself. From 90 to 180, my angles are obtuse. As a matter of fact, I got a big caboose!
Pinocchio screamed for his life before Tex crushed him with his rear, with only a scratch hurting his metal posterior. We cut to the THX logo from the Moot Can trailer again, and Tex flew down to the floor like usual, only to tell us this.
Ha ha! I killed everyone for the 300th time because they hate me and THX and they're scared of it! Wow! All that over a logo! I guess they couldn't handle the T-Man style.
Ha ha! Scary robot mango stab stab. Tex walked off set, or in this case, wheeled off set, before the late Ronald Ermey's face popped up like a jump scare with bloodshot glowing eyes and the smile of an angry dog, as well as the roar of a kaiju. Ha ha! It's a funny creepypasta joke, am I right? Because I'm supposed to be like that whenever I see a spin pasta, my heart was racing. I proceeded to phone THX themselves about this, even though I'm not 18 yet, and I told them all about the DVD and how Tex was depicted killing everyone, only for their support service to respond with the words, "We simply don't care. It's just a trolling scheme. If you're a THXophobe, please hang up now. If you can't be civil with us, we'll cut off your phone connection. Adios." Also, you're calling from Canada, not the United States. Instead of destroying the DVD, I decided to keep it like the first McDonald's to open up in America, because I knew well that I don't believe in ghosts, or good little witches, or poltergeists, or haunted girls coming out of your TV like The Ring. I had a penchant for Tex ever since I made that first outtake with him. Almost everyone I know online calls him Sexy Texy after that spin pasta with him and his two clones. Who knows? Maybe it'll be real.
Not!